Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Wednesday, the 15th of September 2021. It's time for the New York Times hard level puzzle, and if you've been watching recently, you'll know that we haven't had a particularly difficult one for quite a few days now. Maybe it's about a week or so, maybe, I'm not sure, but quite a few days since we had a really tough one. Today could be the day. I mean, who I don't know. I don't play the games before we begin, so I should just jump straight in and say if I can see anything, and indeed I can. I can see a 6 blocking up here like this, and I can see a 6 blocking across here, giving me a 6 to fill in there. And that could be all I see. All right, maybe today is going to be that day. When we have to use a lot of thinking power to solve the Sudoku puzzle, it's quite possible. Oh, okay, I've seen a number. So 3 blocking down here, 3 blocking across here, so that gives us a 3 in, sorry, not this square, one of these two squares. Anyway, then that will block across here like this, 3 blocking across here and 3 blocking down, so that gives us a 3 to place there. Okay, so I'm not seeing a lot that's very easy, so I'm just going to cycle through the numbers and see what is. Looking for any easy gimmies that I haven't spotted yet. See if there are any available. So I don't. It doesn't look to me like I've missed any easy gimmies. So in that case, I'm going to have to look for paired candidates by using pencil marks. And let's begin with ones. This 1 blocks down here, and a 1 blocking across here, giving me a 1 in these 2 squares. I don't think I can see anything else for pairs. Much happening on 2s. 3s there is, so 3 blocking down here and 3 across there, so these squares here can be 3. 3 blocking down here and 3 blocking up here, and the 3 across here gives me 3 in these 2 squares. 5 in these two squares. Five blocking right up this column here, so giving me a 5 in those two squares there, which will block across this row, and then we have 5 blocking up here. So we also have a pair of 5s in those two squares, although they are not in the same row or column, they are in the same block. Sixes, well, pair of 6s there. 6 blocking down here, 6 blocking across here. So where we have the 3s, we have the 6s. Okay, so now we have a matching pair, and that tells me that this 9 blocks all the way down here, so 9 has to appear in this square here, and we were overwriting 5, so the 5 goes there. We also know the missing numbers here now are 1 and 2. I'm going to put them in, and that means that this can't be a 1. 1 has got to appear in this square here. One blocking this square here, so 1's got to be in either of these two squares. This 5 is now defunct, so 5's got to be placed here. And 5 across here, 5 across here, and 5 up here gives me a pair of 5s in those two squares now. Right, let's go back and see if we've got anything else that we can do now. Okay, so let's move on to 7s then. So we've got 7 available in those two squares. 7 blocking all the way up this column, so 7 in this square and this square now. That's 5, I think. 8's, well, 8 blocking down here and 8 blocking across here, including that square, so 8 is possible in those two squares there. Eight blocking up this column, so 8 in these two squares. Nine blocking down here with a 9 across here and across here, so this square and this square can contain 9s. 9 across here, 9 down this column, so this square and this square can contain 9s. Nine up here, 9 up here, and 9 across there, so 9 will have to fit in one of those two squares. And we haven't done much for ourselves, really, have we? Ooh. So, after pair hunting, that sounds like the most boring form of hunting ever. Well, I'm not in favour of killing animals for hunting anyway, but can you imagine pair hunting? Walking around with a large shotgun looking for pairs in the wild. Okay. Oh, right. Not that great, I'd say. So let's deal with the bottom shoot, shall we? Right, this block here, this block here, okay, one blocking down here, so let's have one in these squares as candidates, right, two down here, can't say anything else, oops, two in those squares, three we have, four we have blocking here and blocking here, so four is along the bottom row here, five we've placed already, six we have blocking here and blocking along here, so 6 also on the bottom row, restricted to the bottom row. That's 4 and 6, but 1 and 2 not. Okay, 7, 8, we're looking for 9. 9 blocks down here, 9 blocks across here, so 9 is possible in these squares. Over here, 1s we've got already, 2s, 2 we have blocking down here, so 2 is possible here. 3 we have 4, 5, 6, 7 we have, 9 we have, we're just looking for 8s. So we've got a single 9, 8 blocks here. Okay, so 8 has to be in these squares there, giving us a single 9 there. Alright, and so that will be a 9 here, and that's got to be a 3 there. And let's get rid of the candidate 9 there. And see if we can do anything else. Yes, we can, because now 3 blocking across here, 3 blocking up here, so this is also a 3 there now, and that will give us a pair of 3s in those squares there, right, because of the 3 and 3 here. Back down to here. Now let's get rid of the 9 I can't use here any longer, and there's another one there. So 9 will have to be in this square now. That's the only 9 available in that block. And then we'll also give us a pair of 9s up here. Okay, so we are gradually making a few, placing a few digits and seeing some more paired candidates. But it is pretty slow progress, I will say. That's some progress. So, shall we continue this left side? Okay, we've got a 1, so 2 blocks across here, so 3 spaces available for 2. 3 we've placed already. 4 is limited to the middle column, 4 down here, 4 up here, so 4 is available like that. 5 we have already. 6 blocking down here, and that's all we can say, so 6 is possible like that. 7 we have blocking across here, so 7 available in those squares. 8, 9 we have already. Okay, up here 1 we have 2 blocks across this row here, so 2 is possible there. 3 blocks up this column, 3 blocks across this row, so those are 3s. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, we're just looking for 8. 8 blocks up here, 8 blocks across here. Unfortunately, we're not going to get a single out of it, but there we go. 8 squares. So let's just see 7, 8, 7, 8, 1, 2, 1, 2. That looks good, doesn't it? 3, 8, 2, 3, 9, 2, 9, 2, 6. Is that the only 6? No, 3, 6 down here. 2, 6, 6, 6. Mm-hmm. Okay, so error checking looks to be in order. I mean, the numbers appear to look in order. Let's come across here. One blocking across here, one blocking across here. So that's a pair of ones there, which means that one has to appear in these two squares, doesn't it? Got that? Left column, middle column, left column, middle column, right? In the button two. So in the third block of the chute must be the right-hand column, and we've got a one stopping this from being one, so one's got to go there. Where was I? Oh yeah, down here. Two blocking down here, two across here, I should say, and down here. So two in those squares. Three we've placed already. Four blocks up this column, and we can't really say anything else. So four. Five just stops this square here from being a five, but everywhere else can be. 6, 7, 9, we have again, we're looking for 8. This time we have no intervening 8s anywhere, so I guess 8 is our tricky number for today. Okay, in you go. Up here, 1 we've placed, now 2, 3 we've placed, 4 not yet, so 4 blocks across here. And up here, oh, sorry, dropping the mouse today, 4 goes in there. 5 is done, 6 is done, 7 blocks here. So can go there. 9 we're looking for 8 again. This time we have an 8 blocking here. And that's it. So we're really 8s are really in short supply, aren't they? Okay, let's have a look down this chute and see if there's anything that can be done. Well, if there is, I don't know what it is. So I shall just continue along my merry way by saying that 1 block's up there, 1 block's across there. So 1 is available as that little kind of a right angle there. 2 blocks across here, 2 blocks up here, so 2, 2 in these squares. 3 we've got already. 4 blocks across this row, and that's all. So 4 in those squares. 5 we've placed. 6 we have blocking across here and across here. So 6 anywhere in the top row. Row number 1 if you like to use numbers or notation. 7 blocking up here. And we can't say anything else. 8, 9. Okay, so we've got a single 1 by the looks of it. There we go. So let's get rid of the ones that we can't use, which is here, 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 and here. And let's also state that this has to be a 1. So we'll put it in, giving us 2 in that square, 1 in that square. Getting rid of the 2 here, and allowing us to say, you must be a 2. And we've got a single 8 here as well. That 2 can't stand now, so we get rid of 2, leaving us with 1, 8, 1, 8, so we can get rid of the 8s in these 2 squares. We've also got a 9 here already, so 9 shouldn't be there. That should be 2, 7, like that. Okay. Right, I can't remember what I was doing. Oh, I just did this, didn't I? Oh, there's a 1. This 1 now means that that can't be true, so 1 has got to appear here, and that's got to be a 7. So let's get rid of 7s where we can't use them, which is here, and let's say that down here, this is our 7 now, and 2 is in this square. Now, 2, off you go. Be off with you, 2. Leaving us 4, 8, and 4, 8, looking quite neat and tidy now. And 4, 5, 8, okay. Right. I think we're coming along quite nicely now. This 7 means that that can't be true as a 7 there any longer. Now we've got 2, 9, and 2, 9. That's looking good too. One block to fill in, so I think we should just go ahead and do that now. 1, 2, 3, done. 4. Not much help on 4s. 5 blocking here, and 5 blocking here, so those are 5s. 6 can go just about anywhere, can't it? I don't see any restrictions on 6. Okay, 7 blocks across here, 7 blocks up here, so these 3 squares are allowed to be 7 if they want to be. 9 we're missing an 8, 8. That's more useful. 8 blocking down here, 8 blocking up here. Look, here's a number to place. There we go. So let's get rid of the 8s that we now no longer need in here. Right. I think I'm going to, before I start looking for logic patterns, I'm just going to have a quick error check and see if everything looks hunky-dory. No, this is a 2 here now, and these 2's, well, this is a 9, okay, and this cannot be 2 or 9. This has to be a 2. Now we've got a 9 in this row already. And let's get rid of the 2 in these squares like that. Get rid of this 2 as well. Alright, this is now the only 9 in this block, in this column. So therefore, it must be a 9 to place. Where was I? I was checking numbers to see if I've got any errors, and I found some. Just actually not errors, but just things that hadn't been eliminated yet. And that's what I did, and so I'm just going to continue doing that. 4s, not many 4s around, are there? Okay, 5s. Okay, we've got a 5 here, so we've got to get rid of these 2 5s. Let's look again. Okay, 6. Sevens. Okay, so here we've got a pointing pair. We've got 8 in this square and this square, which means that 8 can't reappear here. So this can't be an 8 now. This has to be a 4. And that means this is an 8 here. And that means this square, and this square, we can get rid of the 8s. Like that. Oh, look, we have a mini X. We have a little X-wing here of 8s, but that's not going to do us any good because we've got nothing intersecting. So it doesn't matter. Anything? Oh, 9s are done already. Okay. Last chance. The last chance saloon. Four across here now got to go. 4 in this square got to go. So here we do have an X-wing. Look, okay, so this square, this square, this square, and this square, we have X-wing on 4s. What I mean is, if you look across here, you won't find any other 4s apart from those squares, okay? So just this square, this square, this square, and this square. Oops. And what that means is, if there are no other 4s in this row, and there aren't no other 4s down here, if there are any intervening 4s between these, in these columns, we can remove it. So it means that that cannot be a 4. Let's go to that. Right. Right, okay, so now it's time to look for any patterns that could help me. I kind of waited a long time to do this, not much longer than I normally wait. Normally I'd have jumped in by now, but anyway. Got one. Okay, here we go. Here is a 5, 6, and a 5, 6. So that means in this row, no other 5s or 6s can exist. So this square, we can remove the 5. In this square, we can remove 5 and 6. And in this square, we can remove the 6. Okay, 5, 6. Did you see? Let's just double check we've removed any stuff that we need to. It would appear so. What has that done for us? Well, I'm not sure what it's done for us. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to look again at the numbers in case I'm missing something important, because I did make a little change, and okay, I can see a removal. Now, this is not; these are often not very important, right? But there is a unique rectangle on 2s and 4s. But you'll see that, look, we have 3 digits in 3 of the squares, and we have just a single bi-value cell. Now, the rule is that if we take the diagonally opposite square, which is this square here, right, and we look for the 2s and the 4s in the row and column. Now, if we find one of those digits, we can remove it. If we find both of them, it's no good to us. So let's look for 2s. Okay, so we're looking along here for any 2s. Now, not including the one that's part of the unique rectangle, of course. So we don't see any 2s there. And how about here? Not including the unique rectangle. No, there are no 2s. But there is a 4 in this square here. And there's also a 4 here. So that means that in this square, we can remove candidate 4 like that. Again, I'm not sure that it's really going to be a great help to us, but it is one removal. And, you know, if we chip away at these things, a little bit at a time. Sometimes you are rewarded for your patience. Sometimes. Uh, what I didn't see was this. Oops, look, there's an 8 in this square. So actually, I could have just got rid of this 8 anyway. So that was a bit of a an unnecessary thing on my part. Although now, look, we can get that as a 2 there instantaneously, right, because we've already removed the 4 from that square. So that's good. So even though I made a bit of a small mistake there, not a small mistake, just an oversight, let's say 8 goes there, 7 goes here, 3 goes here. So maybe this puzzle is not going to be that difficult after all, just once you can see what it is you need to see, maybe it won't turn out to be quite so tricky after all. Let's get rid of the 2 here as well. So now we have 4, 7, 4, 7, so this can't be, this has got to be an 8. And right, that's more like it. So now we do have a unique rectangle that's much easier, right, in these 4 squares here. So now we have 4, 7, 4, 7, 4, 7. So a moment ago we had 3 squares with 3 digits. Now we have 3 squares with just 2 digits. So that means this is a much nicer and easier unique rectangle to use, because this must be a 6. Okay, and that means here and here we can remove candidate 6. And here we can place a 5. So this is now a 4 and a 7 and a 4 and a 7. Even though I've kind of wasted time a little bit here, this is a 5 last number, I hope that actually you learned a little bit. If you're a newcomer to Sudoku and not used to using the unique rectangles, I hope that you've seen a couple of different ways that we can use the unique rectangle idea to solve these puzzles. And if anybody tells you the unique rectangle is not a valid puzzle, send them to me. I'll deal with them. It absolutely is. You know, the game must be unique. If it's not unique, we don't want to play it. So this is a 8 now, of course, because we got a 1 here. So 8 goes here, 1 goes here. This 8 means this is a 5, of course. 8 goes here. There are people who complain about unique rectangles, but just, I don't know, for contrariness, really, it's not a valid argument to dispute them, I believe, in my opinion. Let's put it like that. Right, are we done yet? Okay, this 3 stops this from being a 3, so 3's got to come right here, and that must be a 4 now, so that's a 7 and a 6. 6 down here, there's a 4. At least it proves that the unique rectangles work, right, since the puzzle was finished. And so the idea of the removal of a single digit in 2 different occasions proves that the game works, proves that the technique works when you have a valid puzzle. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's hard level puzzle. Is it slightly hard? I think it's slightly harder than yesterday's, but it's not really one that needs a great deal of thought again, but I think it's going in the right direction. It seems to be getting slightly harder day by day, so maybe by the end of the week we'll have something that's worthy of our a proper challenge. Okay, bye bye for now. See you again for more Sudoku on this channel.